Before I became king, I learned how to fight lions. But nobody warned me that the hardest battle of my life would be with my own son. My name is David. Yes, that David. The one with the sling, the songs, and the crown. People think my life was just victories and worship nights. They remember Goliath falling, women singing my name, and me dancing before the Lord like I forgot I was king. But this story? This one still hurts when I remember it. Let me tell you about my son Absalom. Absalom was beautiful. I don't say that because he was my son, everyone said it. From the top of his head to the sole of his feet, there was no flaw in him. His hair alone deserved its own choir. Every year when he cut it, it weighed a lot. Yes, that much hair. But beauty, I learned, can hide bitterness. You see, my house had problems. Big problems. And some of them were my fault. One of my sons sinned terribly against his sister. I was angry, yes, but I did nothing. I stayed silent when I should have acted. And silence, it is dangerous. Absalom watched everything. He waited. 2 years later, he took revenge with his own hands. From that day, something changed in him. And something broke in me too. Absalom ran away, and my heart went with him. Years passed before I allowed him to return to Jerusalem. Even then, I didn't see him face to face for a long time. Looking back now, I know distance only fed his anger. Absalom wanted more than forgiveness. He wanted the throne. So every morning, he stood by the city gate. If someone came with a problem, Absalom would smile and say, "Ah, if only I were judge in the land." He hugged the people. He kissed them. He listened. Slowly, quietly, he stole their hearts. And me. I was king, but I didn't see it coming. Isn't that funny? I saw lions coming. I saw a giant coming. But I didn't see rebellion growing in my own house. One day, the news reached me. Absalom has declared himself king. I didn't shout. I didn't fight. I ran. Yes, King David ran barefoot out of Jerusalem. I left the palace I built, the city I loved, the throne God gave me. Why? Because I refused to fight my son. I told my men, deal gently with the young man Absalom for my sake. Even in betrayal, I was still a father. As we fled, people cursed me. One man threw stones and said God was punishing me. And maybe, just maybe, he wasn't wrong. But even then, I trusted God. Not my crown. Not my strength. God. The battle came anyway. Absalom rode into war on a mule confident, proud, certain he would win. But the forest fought harder than my soldiers. Trees grabbed men. Confusion spread. And then Absalom's beautiful hair betrayed him. His head caught in a tree. The mule kept going. And my son hung there helpless. When they told Joab, my commander, he didn't wait. Despite my order, he struck Absalom down. When the news reached me, I didn't celebrate victory. I cried, "Oh, my son Absalom! My son Absalom! If only I had died instead of you." That cry came from a king. But it sounded like a broken father. The victory turned bitter. The soldiers returned quietly, ashamed of winning. Eventually, Joab came and said, "Get up. Speak to the people. You are still king." So I did. But something in me was never the same. Here is what I learned, and I want you to hear this clearly. You can be chosen by God and still make mistakes. You can be anointed and still fail as a parent. You can love deeply and still lose painfully. But God does not leave, even after rebellion, even after loss, even after tears. God restored my throne, but more importantly, He restored my heart to Himself. So when you read my Psalms, when you hear my songs of trust and mercy, remember this. They were written by a man who knew victory and grief and grace. And if God stayed with me through this story, He will stay with you too. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more faith-filled stories.